So that's exactly what it is. It's just not a business page. It's where you are building your own self as a brand.
Oh, you were just telling that CEO is focusing on the personal branding. Why they are so focused on the personal branding, basically?
So basically, the thing is, I told you, people invest in people, not in brands.
Okay.
Be able to reach out to people directly, be able to build relationship with them, and show them who you are, why you do what you do. They'll be more interested in investing in you because they understand you, they like you, they respect you, and this is exactly the reason why people are building personal brands, and it's a great leverage people can have over others.
Okay. So how does the profile picture, basically we're talking like we should be building personal branding on LinkedIn. So how profile pictures and background pictures matter? LinkedIn profile banners.
It's a very important factor in building a personal brand because it's the first impression. Whenever someone lands on your profile, it's the first thing they see. The first three things they see is your banner, your headline, your profile picture. So it's very important that you master these three to be able to leave a solid impression on your audience. Because let me tell you, your profile picture, your banner, your headline, your optimization of the profile is literally everything. Because first time somebody lands on your profile, if they see that, okay, this person does this person does this, they look a certain way, they have written certain lines about themselves, like they do this, they have generated certain results, it leaves an impression on somebody. And they most likely become your follower or send you the connection request.
Okay. So basically, how do we frame USP and the headline, LinkedIn bio?
USP is nothing but unique selling proposition.
Yes.
Basically, what is unique about you and your service that differentiates you than your competitors? So everything, it could be like somebody does this thing, somebody gets you XYZ results in 30 days. I, on the other hand, get the same results or maybe even better in 15 days. Anything that's better and something that you can leverage against anybody, you can just say this is my USP.
Okay, so whenever we are writing the content on the LinkedIn, so there are two things. There's first hook and the call to action. How do we frame the hook and the call to action?
See, on LinkedIn, because the long form and the short form, like, we have different type of content, but on LinkedIn specifically, the writing content works the best, not like the video content and everything else. So it's very important that you grab the attention of your audience through that hook line. That's why you need to master that. Your hook line will get you clients very easily. Like recently, I've uploaded this post where I've written that I have lost 1 million followers because of this mistake. Remember, if you have seen my profile. So,
yeah, I've seen your profile. I was reading.
So this will get the attention of the users. How did she miss out on 1 million views, 1 million followers? Like what happened there? And then I've written the post. And this is exactly where they came in. In fact, the other post I've written like, I've made 1 crore rupees a month. This attracted the audience. Then they gone through the post. And then they liked and also became my followers. So to grab the attention on LinkedIn specifically, you need to master the post. Okay. It's not your videos. These days, videos are performing a little better compared to the other.
Yeah.
But still, the text form content works the best. And to master it, you need to master the hook part. And CT is also important because it tells that, okay, you have retained your audience till the last. They have seen your CTA, like any comments or any question that you've asked or anything else. They have made the comment. It's a good sign. You get the engagement, that's another thing. But it also says so much more. And CTA also means whatever the things you have written, like, okay, comment down below. You got the engagement. Send me DM or send me action, some word, and I'll help you do this or do that. So you generate leads through that. So CTA is a very important part of your whole profile, whether it's adding this to your headline or to your content. So it's very important.
Okay. See, in LinkedIn, we are having a summary. So what are the most important things we should be including into that to generate the leads, basically?
Or about this section is a very important section. It's a place which gives you the opportunity that go tell people who you are, what you do, why you do, what results you can bring, everything you want to tell your audience in a short form. So it's important, first of all, again, just like we talked about content, text-based content, similarly, the first line should be a hook line. You should have a hook. It could be targeting directly to the pain points of your audience, or the results you have achieved, or the result you're guaranteeing to your audience. And first, you need to grab the attention so that they can go through entire.
Okay.
Now, add your USP, who you are, what you do, why you do it, who do you serve, the results you can guarantee, your achievements so far. It could be anything. Like, I've generated this much results, I've worked with certain clients, anything. Or I have worked with 200 plus clients, I have worked for 3+ years. You have to add that. Then you can also tell your brand story because it's a personal brand. You have to connect with your audience. You need to build relatability. So connect with your audience, tell them who you are, why you do what you do. Provide some professional or personal bits, insights, and tell them what you can do for them. Because people at the end of the day care about what you can do for them, not what you do or how you do it. They care most about the results. You have to tell them what you can do for them and why you are better than your competitors. Then you have to definitely give a CV. Like you can okay, let me help you build your business, boost your business. Just send me a DM or get on a quick call with me. You have to provide necessarily a CV, a good CV.
Okay. So the main people's problem is that they don't generate leads. How to generate leads? So you have worked. How did you generate lead? What worked for you, outbound or inbound?
I have seen both. I've done both. Thing is that people most of the time don't know who they're targeting, who they want to like.
Problem is how to generate the leads. Okay, and what worked for you, inbound or outbound?
Inbound takes time, but most people do it wrong. I tell you how. Most people don't know who they want to reach out to, like who their ICP is. Second thing we do is they're not regular. Third, they do not do anything strategically. Like they do not create strategic content. They don't even engage. Okay, now a lot of people don't know about this thing called community management, engagement, community development. So before you leverage an audience, you need to create an audience, which most people don't do it. You randomly put out the content on random topics, which does not work well. At the same time, they engage with the wrong people. We need to understand that there's something called algorithm that's always noticing what you're doing. And if you want to connect with the right people, you need to engage with the right people first. And first month or first 2 months, you have to work on building your audience, which most people don't do it. Now, there are three type of people you need to connect with. First is your ICP, second is your competitors, and third are people who are in related field but they have your ICP. Now, why I'm saying this? Of course, you need to connect with your ICP because you want to sell your services or products to them. But competitors because their audience is your ICP. People in the related niches because their audience is your ICP too. If you connect with these people, you'll be in that circle where you always be somewhere in suggestions or in some other way, always come in front of your ICP. Is the first thing. Now, second is building, as I told you, the personal brand. You need to build relationship. So you need to heavily focus on networking with people and engaging with them in a very strategic way that will build your brand awareness and brand image plus your relationship with the audience. Now, how you do it? Of course, like if you are my ICP or let's say you're my competitor, I see your post, I go under your post, and now I write a comment. Now, this comment is for you, but I write in such a way that it grabs the attention of everybody in your comment section, which could be my competitors, which could be my ICP because you have my ICP, and people in the related niche. Now, they see that comment, and the comment is very like insightful, or it's something that grabs attention because I've written such a humorous way. These people will go to my profile, and they will follow me. Why? Because these people are my targeted audience. See, this is the first way engagement. Second, SEO. A lot of people don't know how to use SEO. So thing is that if you want to be part of certain industry and certain niche and certain circles, you need to actually create content using certain keywords that actually help the algorithm help you reach the right people. So if I'm creating content around marketing and there are some people who are interested in marketing, I need to make sure that I write such keywords in my content. This helps the algorithm connect me with the right people. Third is actually building content that's targeted. that my ICP, my target audience wants. When you continuously do this, you will definitely build authority, credibility, brand presence, brand awareness. You'll develop your community, targeted community. First, you do this. Then, of course, once you have done this, you have built relationship, you have shown your credibility through your content, you have built authority through very educational content. This is the time you can leverage this targeted audience. Now, you can do it a lot of ways, of course. There's outbound, and then definitely when you directly promote your services. Now, people know you, they like you, they have seen you, they've seen your work, so they're most likely to invest in you if you give them a good offer. But it takes a lot of time. It takes minimum 3 months if you're starting from the scratch. But if you want fast results, you can do the outreach. Now, how you do the outreach? Of course, when you do the engagement part, you automatically, through your comments, of course, you're showing your expertise, everything else, and it's very likely that people will come to you and ask for your services. That's one thing. But you can also send their personalized connection request to your ICP. First, build relationship with them. Introduce yourself. Literally build relationship. Don't be salesy. If you kind of pitch them in the first place, they won't even invest in you. They just don't even, they'll ignore you basically. You have to build relationship with them. You have to literally connect with them, and then you pitch your services to them.
Okay.
And if you're really good, like you're okay. So when you're pitching, make sure you have a great portfolio. You need to know what you do, the results you have generated. You need to have a great portfolio, great testimonials. You need to also, if possible, have a great lead magnet. So that's literally personalized. You need to give them a personalized lead magnet that's actually helpful. And you actually show that you care for them, you have done research on them, and you really want to help them. They should not feel like it's a journal pitch. And then you can, of course, send a great outreach message. And if you're really good at what you do, your lead magnet is really good, your portfolio is really good, they most likely convert.
Okay, one more thing I need to ask you, Muskan. Whenever we are doing the outbound, basically, so one outbound is fine for a day because see, one of the outbound process that I follow, that I just rewrite the content.
Content has.
So basically, you're doing 10 outbounds in a day or one outbound in a day, which works for you?
Basically, see, it's not likely that if you send like 1 a day, like 7 days a week,
Yeah.
like basically 30 a month, 31 a month. Apparently, see, we are freelancers and we are solopreneurs, so we cannot take risk basically. We need to at least minimum apply 10 outreach messages a day to be able to convert at least high quality, I'm telling you, at least 2 to 3 or 4 to 5, whatever, depending upon your portfolio, how good you are writing messages and everything.
Okay.
But it's very important that you, initially at least, aim for minimum 10 outreach messages a day. It could be, see, depending upon which outreach method you are using. It could be cold email, cold DMs, or networking, anything, but minimum should be 10.
Okay, in whatever we are sending the outreach message, there should be a problem statement also.
Problem statement has
Means, for example, I just send you the outreach. Okay, I need to define your problem. Then how I can just solve the problem? Can we follow that method of outbound?
See, if you just send a pitch, especially on LinkedIn, I told you have to build relationship first because people won't even accept your connection request.
Okay.
Trying to sell. And I think if you do not have like a premium account, there's always a restriction about for the email, I think, right?
We have.
So yeah, so thing is that of course you cannot do it the first thing. You have to build a relationship, of course. Then you can have researched the money gaps. You know money gaps? Gaps you can leverage.
Yeah.
Money gaps.
Yeah.
The gaps you can.
The
gaps you can.
Yeah.
The gaps you can leverage and everything. So of course you definitely have researched on them that this is the gap they're having, which is actually bringing a lot of problems. And if they fill this gap, they'll be able to generate great money. They'll be able to sell better. Their positioning will be better. So this is the exact gap you can fill, and you know that.
Okay.
This gap you can. Are you saying something?
No. Basically, can you just explain the audience what are the gaps and what is ICT?
What is?
ICT. You just mentioned the ICT before.